Had a lot more progress. It's been a week. I wish we'd had them back in custody within hours, but we just have to work with what we got.
Lauderdale County Sheriff Rick Singleton says it's back to square one on day 8 of the search for Casey and Vicky White. That's where we start News 19 at 10. I'm Emily Forrester.
And I'm Greg Screws. And the escape vehicle the two used to leave Lauderdale County has now been found roughly 100 miles from the Lauderdale County Jail. That car found abandoned in Williamson County, Tennessee. Sheriff
Singleton says Vicky White bought the getaway car from a used car dealer in Lauderdale County. News 19's Archie Snowden spoke with the Williamson County, Tennessee's Sheriff's Office and has more for us tonight.
The towing company who had been holding the vehicle had no idea that the vehicle belonged to Casey White and Vicky White until he saw it on the news a full 7 days later. An alert went out about the car on Tuesday, but Heathcock Towing, the company that picked up the vehicle, did not see the alert until Thursday night. The 2007 rust-colored Ford Edge ditched on a rural Tennessee road in Williamson County just hours after their escape.
I'm sure that he probably sees some of the coverage that you guys have provided us. Saw the description of the car, and then probably a light went off, said, hey, I think I remember towing that car, and went out in the lot and found it.
The pair's last known whereabouts was the Florence Square shopping center where Vicky ditched her patrol car for the Ford Edge after stashing it in the parking lot in the days leading up to the alleged escape. The Williamson County Sheriff's Office tells us they received a call about an abandoned vehicle last Friday and sent Heathcock Towing to pick it up and impound it just minutes later. According to Sharon Puckett of the Williamson County Sheriff's Office, they reported the finding to the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force around 11:30 p.m. on Thursday.
We're assuming where it was abandoned, and it was abandoned so quickly that they probably had mechanical problems with it. Because it was abandoned pretty much out in the middle of nowhere on the side of a county road where it would obviously draw attention and be found.
Singleton said at this point it's back to square one and the couple could be anywhere. In Williamson County, Archie Snowden, News 19.
The search for a capital murder suspect and the corrections officer who aided in his escape from the detention center in Lauderdale County now continuing after a week since they've been missing. So the new photos have been released of Casey White, who escaped the jail last Friday with Vicky White. Now, the tattoos on his arm are in black ink. They include imagery of several skulls.
Yeah, we've got photos of these on your screen. He also has tattoos on his chest and a shoulder tattoo on his right arm. And he has a Confederate flag tattoo between his shoulders. Officials say they believe he's affiliated with the Alabama-based white supremacist prison gang called Southern Brotherhood. U.S. Marshals also believe Vicky may have dyed her hair from blonde to a darker brown. They also believe she may have cut her hair shorter to try to make herself less recognizable. Now, we've said it before, but again, we'll continue to say it. Vicky and Casey White, both considered armed and dangerous. If you see them, don't approach them. Just call 911. Now, before this escape, Vicky White worked for the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office for 16 years. The sheriff and all her co-workers say they are shocked by all of this.
Brian Enton spoke with a district attorney who worked closely with Vicky and one of the people who worked under her at the Lauderdale County Jail to get their thoughts on all of this.
Almost no one could have suspected that Vicky White, the longtime assistant director of corrections in Lauderdale County, Alabama, had such a secret, dark side.
What is Vicky like? Solid was my word for her. So when this happened, it was such a shock. But she was not a big talker, is not a big talker, but got things done.
Lauderdale County District Attorney Chris Connolly has worked with Vicky for 16 years.
You know, it's like the stages of grief. You say this unbelievable, this didn't happen, and then you get to the point where I am now, which I'm mad that she did this.
Inmates inside the jail are also shocked. This woman just bonded out. Did you ever get a weird vibe from her when you were in jail?
No, not at all. Like she, no, I never did. I never thought that she would, break any kind of rules like that. She was the person you could go to if you were having problems with any kind of COs or anything like that.
Having been in jail, are you surprised that she was able to get him out like that?
No.
Why not?
Because it's chaos here.
Detectives are piecing together the days before Vicky vanished with inmate Casey White. There have been reports Vicky was seen inside this department store buying men's clothing. Workers inside told me they could not comment. And others report seeing Vicky at this adult store before she took off. A woman working inside told me her lawyer advised her not to talk about whether or not Vicky was a customer. The sheriff confirms Vicky and Casey were having a romantic relationship. Vicky lived in this house 18 miles from the Lauderdale County Jail, but sold the house days before she disappeared with Casey for $90,000, well under market value.
Is that all money that she would have? Like, is it cash? Is it?
My understanding is that yes, that she got that money out of the bank, and, you know,
In cash.
and you know, and I saw where her mother said she was also a frugal person, so she likely had a pretty sporty amount of money on top of that.
Vicky was divorced but still lived with her ex until he passed away in January from Parkinson's. They had no kids, and the sheriff wonders if she was grief-stricken.
You know, they've been divorced for several years, but I think they were still on speaking terms. And I've wondered if that might have had something to do with this or not.
Vicky's mom, Pat, lives right next door to the house Vicky lived in. She did not want to go on camera, but told me this is not the daughter she knew, and that all of this has come as a total shock.
But there are some people who knew Vicky who are not as surprised. Right now we're going to meet up with one man who worked with Vicky at the jail.
Nobody is surprised. Nobody from there that has worked with her in the past is surprised.
Vicky was Tyson Johnson's boss for 7 years at the jail before he says he was wrongfully terminated. He says she is smart and calculated and has a dark side.
Where do you think she is right now?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. Honestly, I don't think she'll be found. Like, she is calculated enough that she has thought this entire thing out. She definitely outsmarted the sheriff. She outsmarted the administrator of the jail.
The U.S. Marshals released these photos showing Casey White's tattoos and also what Vicky might look like with brown hair.
And also, Vicky used the tanning bed a lot and laid out in the sun. And Vicky may have been 57 years old, but she looked 75. The photos that they're releasing of her, there's a filter. They're all bright on the face because it's not showing the true her. A lot of people, former employees that have called me, it's like, if Vicky dyed her hair gray and put on some old lady clothes and glasses, she could walk right by you and you would never know it.
How long will Vicky and Casey avoid capture? Their getaway car now found, but law enforcement admits the fugitives have been one step ahead of them and could be anywhere.
I think that her knowledge of corrections and her knowledge of the procedures that we use here in the sheriff's office on transport most definitely played to her advantage. I think this was a very well thought out plan.
Do you personally think they're far away?
I do. I mean, I can't see her as smart as she is holed up somewhere around here, but who knows? Obviously, I didn't know her as well as I thought I did.
The sheriff is emphasizing that anyone who sees Vicky or Casey White stay away. They believe that they are armed and dangerous. They believe they have an AR-15 and a shotgun with them. In Florence, Alabama, Brian Entin, News 19.
So today, the governor announced a $10,000 reward for information leading to the capture and arrest of both Casey White and Vicky White. That, plus the rewards from the U.S. Marshals, brings the total reward money being offered to $25,000. Officials say they are both armed and dangerous. And again, just like you heard, if you see either of them, do not approach them, keep your distance, and call 911. A GoFundMe has been set up in the name of Connie Ridgway, and that's the woman who was allegedly murdered by Casey White in 2015. The purpose of the GoFundMe, though, is to offer extra reward money for information on Casey White and Vicky White's whereabouts. They say if the money raised is not used as reward money, it will go towards establishing a foundation in Connie's honor.
And of course, News 19 will continue to follow this story and bring you the latest developments. We do have full coverage on this case for you on our website. All you have to do is go to WHNT.com and click on the section called Manhunt, Inmate and Former Jailer. We have all the stories related to the search for Casey and Vicky White there.